All right, welcome to the Dirt Sheet. This is Lars, and I'm here with the real world champion, terrific Tony Robes II,
Thanks
Max
for
Entropy,
light introduction.
Max Entropy, Maxholio, and Weedman, Kieran Crowe. Kieran's going to be watching out for your live comments on the live stream on Facebook. Federation X, you can find us on Twitter at thefederationx.com or thefederationx. And you're obviously here on Facebook, so subscribe, like, and get the notifications when we go live. All right, so we like to start.
We've got Jason Miller saying he's here for the chickens. Yes, I'm sorry you guys missed out on the chickens last card. I couldn't be there, but we are going to make you wait until right at the very end. So suck it.
The chickens are coming. All right, so we like to start off with taking a look at the current rankings. These are a couple days in the back end of it here because we have a Bloodsport champion. I think Cole Styles took it and is wanting to change it to a pure wrestling 24/7 title. Any comments on that, guys?
Bro, what the fuck, bro? You don't flex with traditions, bro.
All right, so we look at the X Factor rankings, and we have Deacon Brody, #1, Max Entropy, #2, Pretty Boy or Pretty Pirate Devin Deshawn, #3, Carnage, #4, and Terrific Tony Robes, #5.
How the hell does Deacon Brody get to #1 after losing to me? Like, seriously, he lost. I know there was some shenanigans involved, but he recorded an L that's meant to send you down, not up.
Somebody said that the shoulder was up. Just saying.
I can't be blamed for bad officiating.
Wrong ladder.
That's not my responsibility.
All right. So, and then we have the Harbinger Television Championship. The finals happened this week, and we have had some jostling in the ranks of the Harbinger Television rankings division. Cole Styles and Maverick Dawson have swapped places a couple different times, but it has also allowed Axel Hendricks to sneak up the rankings as they were focused on each other. Anybody have any comments on that?
I mean, it's all well and good Cole Styles moving up to #1. But when you've got the belt, it doesn't matter what number you are. And this week, my boy Mav's getting that belt. So you can do all your little rankings climbing all you want. Because the belt is in the new breed. It's around Maverick Dawson's waist.
So it's interesting you say that, Tony, because Cole Styles and Person Peoples jumped up ahead of you guys in the new breed for the #1 spot at the beginning of the week. And they defended off a challenge from you right after that.
I don't understand how they got to #2 in the first place. I mean, the new breed have been sat there at #1 all this time, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, with not even a single tag team title, tag team match at all, they're up to #2. You know, Weedy was talking about Deacon Brody. How did he get to #1? It's more and more power base, favoritism, and propaganda. It's just truth now. It's just truth now.
So
from the bench.
So the rest of the tag rankings go on as the SOSW is taken #3, Aggravated Assault at 5, Old Guard at Aggravated Assault at 4, Old Guard at 5, Sisters of Pestilence #6, the H&H Connection #7, and we have the second new breed tag team, Shock and Awe, and Axel Hendricks and Bucky. Any comments on that one?
We do have a comment from Jay-Z. He'd like to pull a Tony Robes and complain about how Jay-Z is behind 7 people who aren't even active.
Yes. So I think that the rules are, if you look at division changes, when you change a division, you start at the bottom, unless you're a number one ranking or a champion that has just lost the belt. So I think that explains that out as to why. But
there you go, Jay-Z. It's seriously your fault.
It gives him a lot of opportunity to jump up the ranks if he's interested. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, so we have some discussion points to start off before we get the pay-per-view card, the Resurgence card, taking a look at here and reveal the matches. Some highlights of what's going on in the Fed in the past few days. First one is we'd be remiss if we didn't mention or talk about the live stream that Grayson did last night with Maverick, aka Storm, that seemed to pump some life into the conversation and get some people excited that he's actually around the community. What's everybody's think?
That was absolutely the best podcast since the Resurgence. It was seriously good work. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The chat was awesome. Even the chat was just like having fun with it.
Yeah,
it's a shame that Dawson couldn't see how much love was pouring to him from the chat.
Yeah, well over 900 comments, almost 1,000 comments.
Sorry, not Dawson, Maverick. See, this is why you're going to get sent cease and desist for copyright infringement. So I lose the good name of Maverick.
I'll book that fight.
Hey guys, did you know that Storm loves me?
I
don't know if you actually watched the live stream and heard it, but Storm loves me. Tony Rhodes is the best, according to Storm. According to Storm, I'm so over. I'm so over. I'm so over. You know, I'm almost as over a Sting. I'm almost as over a Sting.
All right, we're moving on to the next topic, and the hottest angle of the week was oversell area. Everybody had it, at least at some point in time.
It's serious.
It's serious. Anybody want to add some of their highlights?
I think the ME, the Max Entropy Invitational Watch Party was phenomenal. That was a fun read. I wish I could have had more of a part in it. But yeah, that was some seriously good work from everyone involved there.
The watch party was definitely a great little sidebar because that was almost as long as the fucking match itself.
So yeah, I might have come up with oversell area, but I really do want to send genuine good vibes out to the community who made it fucking sing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it when something happens like that just takes off. So much you can do with it. And then I think somebody threw in the second biggest angle of the week is, Tony, your losing streak continues.
Well, I mean, of course, it's one of the hottest angles. Tony Rhodes losing a match. Two matches. I lost 2 matches. Like, of course, that's big news. Tony Rhodes doesn't lose. So yeah, it's no surprise to me. It's the most, hottest angle going right now. No surprise.
Right, hold on a second. I'm just going to be a little bit sick. Storm is in the chat and professing his love for Tony. And sorry,
Storm.
I'm not sure if I can continue.
Keep that coming. Keep that coming, Weedy.
All right, and we have the previous card. We have the match of the card going to the stable feud, the cage match, grudge match with Bucky and Jonas Zims. They put on a heck of a match and deserve to get some love and some mention.
I actually told the pair of them at the conclusion of it that was King of Karma quality stuff right there.
Yeah, they did some really good stuff.
Really
with
well paced. Like that could have been a superstar championship match. Absolutely.
Yeah, they did make a lot out of they didn't really have too much time to work with it, but they used the previous couple days they had to really build to it, and it showed in the match. So really good job on those guys. The last one we have is we have an occurrence today. We have a new player on the board, Ernest Federick,
The
who
lost Twitter lesbian.
who is thinks he's an E-Feder, playing E-Fed in our ranks.
That's meta as fuck.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it's lit up the Discord, and I can't wait to check it out. As soon as I finish up here, I'm catching up.
Oh, it's totally worth the read. I was laughing it so hard I was crying at one point. It was with the last post. It was really good stuff. All right, and that brings us to the slide that we're going to talk about here is the Max Entropy Invitational results, and the winner gets the third man in contract. And Max, I'll let you take it away. This is a triple threat match. Flying carpet, tons and tons and tons of activity with no post cap, and Max paid the price.
Yeah. I'm going to pay the price so bad. The bottle. That's how much I don't want to do what I have to do right now.
It's the peanut butter whiskey.
Yep, that it is. This is what you assholes have done to me. 24,000 fucking words. All of them good. And I usually have a lot of commentary, nitpicking, bullshit. And I saw a lot of things that I've never seen before, like, posting someone else's entrance for them and doing it well. Making up for someone who couldn't show up till day 2. Honestly, I thought he was pulling a gag, and really, he just was biding his time. But there's got to be a winner, and there's got to be finishing rights. Finishing rights go to that magnificent bastard, Tony Rose. Because good fucking God, you know how to push my buttons. But unfortunately, there's only one winner. And that was the man you had drop kicking the ring. Prophet, I hate all you assholes for what you've done to me. There will forever be post caps from here on out. Congratulations. I hate you all.
So Prophet wins the third man in.
A serious win there for
Prophet wins.
Serious.
No.
Hey, contract some more no-sellitis and you'll be fine.
That's it. No, I'm Benny quitting right now. That's it.
He doesn't have any pants on.
No, I'm done.
Tony quitting beat Benny quitting. Tony quitting.
I can't believe it. How did I lose? What? How did I lose? What the? No.
You know what? I don't even feel so bad anymore.
You know what? No. That's exactly what the power base wants. That's exactly what they want me to Benny. No, I'm not giving them the satisfaction.
Do I look like power base to you, motherfucker? I'm a head in a box.
Shh. Nope.
Sorry,
All
Tony.
right.
Your loss streak continues. You might want to have that oversell area checked.
Weedy, do we have any
what's
comments?
the difference between? I won't.
Do it, Weedy.
What's the difference between a dirt sheet without Weedy and the main event without Tony Rhodes? People miss Weedy.
Oh, ouch.
Fine,
Weedy.
I'll take it. I can take it. I'm the best. I can take it. Fine.
Weedy, any comments from the Facebook comments?
And
Well, we've definitely got some people saying Kitty quitting is obviously come up. Storm is adamant that should have been Tony's win.
Okay.
Of course, Jay-Z proclaiming that that's a serious win right there for the SOSW.
Yeah, it is. That's a big win.
but if I can be fair here, this was karma coming back to bite me, because this is what I get for booking 3 of my favorites with only one potential winner. No matter what, I'm going to hate what I have to do, and I'm going to second guess it next week and the week after, probably the week after that, because there's just so much awesome there. This match has to go in the legendary rewrites.
I would just like to highlight Maverick has appeared in the chat, and I would just like to inform Maverick, you cannot overturn the ruling of the Max Entropy Invitational.
Why
that was
not?
clearly
Why
judged
not?
by Max.
Why?
He can try.
You're currently not employed by Federation X and have no authority. Fuck off.
That's not the way you speak to a legend like Maverick. Show some respect to Maverick.
I've been speaking
show
to
some
Maverick like
respect.
that for over a fucking decade.
Make me.
No, he deserves more respect, does Maverick. That's disgusting. It's disgusting. You should...
He's banging Max's sister. Make me.
Okay, are we going to move on from this one then?
Move it.
We are moving on. So now we have the front page for Resurgence, Federation X Resurgence. It's our pay-per-view next week, starting on the 17th on Tuesday, ending on Friday at midnight on the 19th. Just like always, we've been doing is our sim date is on the 19th. Been working out well. And I just want to point out here as we go through these matches, we are doing something different this time around and taking live pre-match comments from everybody. So we've for those of you, for the most part, everybody get sent in or work with me to get a pre-match comment, whether it be a minute, whether it be 2 minutes, something short like that. And for those of you that didn't or don't want to, that's fine. We're not here to make you feel bad for not. But as you'll see, they add a heck of a lot to our show, our Dirt Sheet show, and it makes it all the more fun to be a part of this community. So I would advise everybody to continue and to jump on the bandwagon to have fun with it. Doesn't have to be too much. A minute or two of this goes a long way. I think everybody's going to be thoroughly entertained. All right, so we have the card opener, a triple threat match between incoming, back from the dead, back from time, Our Father, Max and Tropy coming off a heck of a judging task, and the mass consumers showing up on a card, having an availability to actually take on a card opener and lighten it up on a pay-per-view. Big task for these three, but they're certainly all three worthy of the challenge. So with that, we'll roll into the pre-match comments. Max, you'll have your chance to give your say. You submitted a pre-match comment as well, and we'll go from there. Okay, Michael Cashmere submitted his pre-match. Here we go. Hi, I am Lars, and I'm here with Michael Cashmere. And on the pay-per-view Resurgence next week, Michael has a card opener starting with a triple threat match against Our Father and the infamous Max and Tropy. Michael, do you have any pre-match comments for us?
You know, I don't quite understand how someone of my caliber ends up in a card opener match. You know, I've been killing it with Consumers Corner every week, making sure that you guys have eyes on your product, and yet now I'm opening a card. I just don't quite understand this. Not only am I opening a card, but against Our Father, who hasn't been seen in, 20 years? And then Max, who can't seem to get his head out of the bag long enough to do anything. I'm not quite sure how this happens, but I'm going to show up. I'm going to ride my golf board down to the ring. I'm going to take a bite of my chinchilla chimichanga. I'm going to get in that ring. I'm going to do what I do, and I'll walk out the winner. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Cash. Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
All right. We roll into Max and Tropy's pre-match, and then we'll discuss after Our Fathers. This is Lars, And I'm coming to you here with Max Entropy, who is booked on the Resurgence pay-per-view for FedEx against Our Father and Michael Cashmere for the card opener. Max, what are your thoughts?
Amp. Fuck.
Okay. 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 Awesome. Well, thanks. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thanks, Max. Look forward to a great match. See ya.
That hat is amazing.
You there?
Hey, are you there? Are
I
you
hear
there?
you. Where the hell why am I in space?
I don't know.
What's going on here?
Where'd you go,
What kind
Time
of
Walker?
soundbite crap is this? That you,
Time Walker.
Lars?
Yes, this is Lars.
What
Hey,
am I doing? What do you want?
You have a match at the pay-per-view next week against Max Entropy and Michael Cashmere. Do you have any comments for them?
Good God, Max Entropy. Whose bright idea was to give him an invitational? An invitational! Max Entropy. I mean, good. Death Wish has more power in his little pinky than Entropy has in his whole body, his whole career. And they give him an invitational. It's nothing like opening up the cat food for the cat to eat all at once. And Cashmere. I mean, I haven't seen him running anything that's any good.
The mass consumer.
Mass consumer in my ass. Are you still there, Lars? Why is
Yeah.
you're not? Oh, there you are again. Why am I in space? Is this Cashmere's idea?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. These two morons, they're getting into the ring with me. I don't like it. I'm not ready for it, but I'll give them everything I have as I always have. And that's the way it's going to be.
You're going to put that old man strength on him, right?
Yeah, old man strength. You're as old as I am. Give me a crap. I'm noticing that you're not back in the ring.
No, I'm too smart.
I'll give you that. That's something I'm definitely not smart enough to do.
Thank you, Our Father. Appreciate your time. Cheers.
Next time, try using a phone.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Sending me in space. Jeez, what?
All right, guys.
Oh, hang on. Am I the only one who thought Sam Light sounded like that, and they thought Our Father was more of a bass down here? I'm fucked. I'm done.
I just want to say, awesome stuff.
And fuck you too, buddy.
Weedy, do we have any Facebook comments?
Storm, I'm guessing, I'm not sure if he's talking about the group or Our Father, but apparently that was some epic stuff right there. Paul, yeah, there's definitely some love to some of the videos there.
Awesome.
Yeah, Paul's loving it as well. Welcome.
Tony, do you have any specific comments for these three pre-match comments?
Why do you always ask me about the stupid opening matches? I mean, this match would have been, what, good 10 years ago? But now who cares? Why do you keep asking me about this crap?
Because you're booked on the show.
But I don't care about these matches.
Okay.
You might learn something like how to win.
Weedy, anything before we move on?
Just that Storm loved them both.
Storm loves them both. How about you, personally?
Yeah. Look, Our Fathers is just probably one of the funniest things I have seen on the dirt sheet so far, which is saying a lot. Cashes, I was surprised, complaining about being in the opening card when, well, they haven't really wrestled. They don't deserve to be anywhere else.
Right. That's good. I agree. I agree with both those comments. I like the vigor that Cash brought to the table with a promo, and he was one of the first ones that I interviewed, which was really cool.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
one more. I hate you, Maverick, because you're going to keep making me do this because it's technically my job and I'm contractually obligated to do so. More love for Tony. Jesus fucking Christ.
Maverick. No homo.
Tony, you know what it is.
What's that?
You know what it is. Tip touches.
Okay, so I have a
Just
special
going to become a
announcement.
boner already, Storm.
I have a special announcement to make. That match is no longer a triple threat match. That match will be Michael Kashmir versus Our Father. And then we'll also split it up because we have a new player on the boards that is interested in a match. Max Entropy versus Ernest Frederick will also be added to the card. That is all.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
All right. So we roll into our next match is our tag team rankings match. We have High Five.
Lars.
Yes.
Why do Stan Daniels and Orv Hugger have no opponent?
Don't you
It
see
just
them?
says them versus blank space. What? Why?
Don't you see the redheaded girls on the right hand side?
Tony,
in the
have a bit more fucking
tag
respect
team
for the dead man.
excellence rankings match. That's the red bit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Have more
What
respect
is
for
this
the dead.
more power-based crap? Just letting them get a free win to move up the rankings. Don't have to face anybody. Here, guys, walk down to the ring. They'll give you a win. You walk back, move up the rankings. Well done. Is it? Oh.
She's still alive.
Are you saying the Daughters of Pestilence are free?
Who?
I think that was their thing.
Who?
So more importantly, H&H Connection gets on the tag team board again against Terry and Tori Anus. Tony.
Who?
We're favorite people.
Terry
I
and
have
Tori.
no idea who that is. I have never heard those names before in my life. Are they wrestlers?
They are.
Why are they on there then?
Jackie Douglas is training one of them.
Who's Jackie Douglas?
And D'Lo Brown.
I have no idea what's going on here.
All right, we're gonna roll into some pre-match comments from the H&H Connection.
You know, Huggy, when I'm thinking about this here match, I'm reminded of my great uncle Dennis and the sage advice he used to give me regarding the ladies.
Yeah, you knew a thing or two?
Oh, he knew how to treat a lady.
So he was a real ladies' man, huh?
No, I meant he literally knew how to treat a lady. He was a doctor at the CDC, see?
Oh. What would he tell you?
Use antiseptic and lots of it.
And there we go. The H&H Connection with antiseptic on their mind going against the Daughters of Pestilence.
It's a shame they stole that line from Max Fabricator, but it's all right. We all know that Stan Daniels is like the second best Australian wrestler.
All right. Do you have any comments from the comments section on the H&H comments?
Maybe that Av has the voice we expected our father to have.
Well,
Accurate.
We were all thinking it.
The Daughters of
Facts.
Pestilence did not submit any comments, so it kind of plays to Tony's shtick of them not existing. So, That brings us to our first top five. We're going to mix up some top five magic with Maxholio, and these are the top five oversells with the for oversell area with the magnificent Maxholio.
Line them up, Lars.
It's not that hard to say oversell area. It's really not that hard.
Oversell area.
Number 5, Kieran Crowe overselling stupid names attractiveness. Number 4, Axel Hendricks overselling daddy issues. Number 3, ETP overselling cell phones. Number 2, Chip Martin overselling inactivity. And number 1, Tony Robes overselling his losing streak.
Oh, very funny.
Today.
Very funny. Hilarious. Hilarious.
I bet the chat's laughing. What do you think, Weedy?
Oh, we are on a delay. We've got absolutely nothing there at the moment. Paul Viennes has gone like, well, duh, after techno. But we've got a boo from the Tony lover. A boo from the Tony lover. The new name.
The whiskey.
So we will pull up on the next match, which is Omega versus Deacon Brody, and we have an interesting concept here. These two are both trying to become more face-like. We saw these guys plus Cole Styles have a meeting with Marlowe to try to set them straight on how to be a face. I guess Face 101 training. So it's ought to be interesting to see how these two react to each other after that. Tony, what do you think?
I think if these guys aren't going to give pre-match comments, they don't deserve a comment from Tony Robes. No.
Okay. Max?
It's the first time I agree with Tony.
We do have a question from the chat. Why
Go
are
ahead.
60% of the new breed trash talking? Because that now seems to be the dirt sheet. It's just 60% of the new breed running their mouths. It looks like Thelia might have joined us in the chat. So welcome, sis. She hasn't joined us for any of these yet.
Wonderful. Welcome, Philly. Do you have any specific comments?
Well, finally, Storm showing that he can show some love for Max as well, and not just Tony. I was about to start to think he was like a one-man guy.
Okay.
As far as this match is concerned, I expect really high quality things from this one. Omega's been killing it, and I really enjoyed my match with Deacon Brody. If you haven't had a chance to check out their stuff, I highly recommend interacting with them.
100%.
100%.
I'm spewing. A quick apologies to Deacon. He kind of got lost due to hangovers this week, but I'll get back to him.
Absolutely. I it wasn't surprising to see Omega pull out the kind of performance he pulled out in the Max and Trophy Invitational. I know he has it in him when he wants to turn it on.
Fantastic.
It's just when he turns it on. So I wonder if we were going to get that full on Omega moving forward. Maybe this will be the spark he's looking for. And Deacon Brody is a dangerous opponent. Like you said, that we mentioned in the past that he technically probably should have gotten that win with the shoulder up. So this ought to be a good one and maybe a sign of things to come. And I tell you what, Omega keeps asking everybody to join the old guard, so he keeps on asking Deacon Brody as well.
Maverick, go get that oversell area checked, because you're overselling bad officiating at the moment. It's not that bad. The better man clearly won anyway. So,
is he still 5 minutes ago? Is he on a longer delay than we are?
Yeah, maybe. It's
Let's
usually
move on,
about
Lars.
a 15, 20 second.
Well, he's at least 5 minutes.
Yep. All right, so we moved on. We have a ladder match. We have a contract stipulation with a briefcase for this ladder match for a DQ title retention contract. Means that they can play this at any time and claim a DQ victory in a title match or any other match for that matter. If they don't want to actually lose the title, they can apply this at any time, which is very valuable. So coming off the third man in contract win that we just heard from Eliezer the Prophet, he could rake up another little special stipulation that he has in his back pocket and become pretty powerful for the Society of Serious Wrestlers. We have comments from both of these gentlemen. We'll go ahead and roll into that. Eliezer.
I am Lars with Federation X. I am here with none other than Eliezer the Prophet. And we are here to talk to him about his big match at the Resurgence pay-per-view next week. He's going to go up against Bucky, the New Breed's enforcer. And on the line in a ladder match, contract match, will be on the line for a DQ title retention clause for any match or any belt of their choosing from here on forward. Eliezer, do you have any words for your opponent?
I don't even know where to begin with this Bucky Winter Soldier. It's a joke that they have this guy who's there. What do they call him? It's an enforcer. Doesn't matter. The New Breed is you're all a bunch of jokes. And your leader, Tony Robes, please. Bucky, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And frankly, when I met you in the halls of the mansion, I should have torn off your arms and shoved them in an area that I'm not allowed to talk about anymore. But that's beside the point. You see, here's the deal. I'm going to rip everything that you possibly have on your body off of you. And I know you're a soldier and I respect that, but I don't really care because I'm going to tear you from limb to limb. And they're going to throw you into the garbage heap because that's all you are, Bucky. You're nothing but garbage.
Thank you, Eliezer. We look forward to the brutal match I'm sure that you guys will have.
It'll be a resurgence indeed.
Cheers.
We have Bucky's rebuttal.
I'm Lars. I'm here with Bucky, the New Breed's enforcer, as he goes up against Eliezer the Prophet at the pay-per-view at Resurgence next week. And Bucky, you're going up against Eliezer for a stipulation for an invoke a DQ title retention stipulation. What do you have to say, Bucky?
I mean, there's not a lot to say here. It's Eliezer. He's 800 years old. And he's stepping in the ring with one of the top new talents here in FedEx. It's not going to be a contest. With the fact that he's a coward and he's not going to be able to rely on his hardcore fallback here, I'm going to have this match hands down.
All right, Bucky. You guys here heard it first. Thanks.
All right, gentlemen, before we jump into this next match, let's get your comments.
Well, we've got Marlo now being quite regretful that they didn't have their script. Storm, this is blowing me away. These promos are awesome. I can't believe I've been missing this stuff. This is actually very new, Storm, so you really haven't missed it.
Yeah, this is our
You're joining in on the ground floor.
first time.
Yeah,
Max,
you haven't missed
what do you think about your tag team partner and how he did?
Is it me or the production quality of these promos just keep getting fucking better?
Right?
Profits was
yeah.
insane. Profits was really good.
Oh,
Really throwing yourself into it.
oh.
And Prophet just joined us. So, Max, would you like to inform Prophet very quickly who won the MEI?
Not again. We don't need to talk about it all the time. God damn it. Really? We don't need to be just talking about that all night. He did the bit. If he wants to see it, let him rewind it and go watch it. We don't need to keep talking about it.
Oh, but I think we do, because we're just overselling your losing streak. Because, Prophet, congratulations, you've won the Invitational.
Rigged.
In a legendary fucking rewrite.
Yeah, I
All right,
didn't mean to step on your toes there, Tony. As much as I like doing that, I'm contractually obligated to feed the chat back to you guys.
Contractually obligated.
So I think this is a really good match, honestly, especially with ETP rolling off the MEI win and Bucky coming off the match of the card. Holy crap, they're going to light this up again? That's what I want to see, and probably we'll see.
Listen, I told you on the last dirt sheet that Bucky was one to watch. No one believed me, and now he's going to finish the job. So enjoy that little win you just got, Eliza, because Bucky, you talking about garbage, Bucky's going to take out the trash, finish the job this week on Resurgence.
Awesome. Okay, so we roll into Cole Styles versus Axel Hendricks. We have another new breeder on the card in this next match. This one's a #1 contender for the television, Harbinger Television Championship, and could also potentially be a pure wrestling championship now that Cole Styles is taking the bad karma out of the Bloodsport division. So he says. So we have comments from Axel, but nothing submitted from Cole Styles this week. So we'll roll on to Axel's comments, and then we'll add our commentary.
This is Lars, and we're here reviewing the Federation X pay-per-view Resurgence card for next week. I'm here with Axel Hendricks, who's going up against Cole Styles, the stylish one, for the #1 contender of the Harbinger TV Championship. Cole and Axel will be probably about mid-card. Axel, what are your thoughts?
Mid-card is a mistake, Dad. But I honestly, not only am I going to fuck up Cole, but I need to talk to fucking Dick, because I got screwed over losing my belt to Max because another wrestler did the pin, which is not fucking going to happen again. So fuck that. Fuck Dick. Fuck Max. Fuck Cole.
Well, sir, you may just be able to get a chance to get your belt back before the pay-per-view, and this could be a title match. You never know. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen. So with that, the other storyline in this one is that Cole's been trying to utilize Jimmy, Axel's PA assistant, his social media guy, to help him out as well. Axel's not pleased with that either. So I would imagine that's going to come into play here as well.
So the chat would like to comment on how many fucks were in that post, in that promo.
Yes,
like, a whole lot of fucks. And also, Tony, there's a couple of people that want to know who won the MEI.
Okay.
You're all hilarious. I thought this was a card preview. Now it's turned into a comedy show. Just move on.
Sorry, it's the chat. It's not me. It's totally the chat.
You're all hilarious. You're all absolutely hilarious.
Contractually obligated to pass those comments on.
And if Axel really needs a daddy, Marlo's there for him.
I think Axel owns all the fucks, and I think that's going to be an interesting match, especially once Axel finds out that it's a pure wrestling title and not a blood sport title anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see if he tries to flip it before the card on Tuesday. Tony, do you have any comments on your boy Axel versus Cole?
Yeah. Axel's gonna win, take the title, be the #1 contender to Maverick's TV Harbinger title. All the gold's in the new breed, baby. We just need those tag titles.
Max?
I think
Go ahead.
I think you're making a mistake there, Tony. Jonas is probably one of the most promising performers we've got right now. I've been very, very impressed. And I'm not just saying that because he's a member of the SOSW. I'm serious about the level of talent he has. And I really don't think Axel matches up.
He's not fighting Jonas. How much weed have you
Max is
smoked,
fighting
Weedy?
Cole, dude.
How much weed have you smoked, Weedy? This is so unprofessional, smoking weed before you come on the show. Are you serious? This is the level of professionalism.
Yep, this is what you can expect. No, I was looking at the wrong screen. My bad.
It's all right. Max, what do you think?
I'm overselling weed now.
I think Axel doesn't like the fact he got his ass whooped in a bar fight. And if he thinks he's going to get his belt back and I'm not going to come get it from him, or, you know, something else unfortunate happened, makes me feel bad that I'm rooting for him in the match. At least he showed up to talk shit.
Yeah,
I think
I think this one might be a sleeper, and it's going to be interesting in the next few days to see if Axel can win that belt back and turn it back to the blood sport. All right, next match. We have one video submission with pre-match comments and one text submission from the SOSW labs. And we'll go into that first. So we have Spock, the Spock of Star Trek fame, bringing in a comment saying that the wrestler known as Jonas Zims has been placed in isolation for a cure for the strain of oversell aria. Thus is currently unable to provide a shoot promo, but he wants to let Mr. Deshawn know that he is serious about coming for the X Factor rankings position that he currently holds, which goes back to the previous comment that Jonas is so low, he gets a chance to actually rise up into the rankings. So the Vulcan peace sign, live long and prosper. And there we go. And we'll move on to the pretty pirate, Devin Deshawn.
I am Lars. I'm here with Federation X, and we're previewing the pay-per-view Resurgence for next week. And I'm here with the pretty pirate, Devin Deshawn, as he goes up against his opponent, Jonas Zims, JZ or JZ. Pretty pirate, what are your pre-match comments, sir?
I remember running into this kid. I had to send him a message to send to the kid before our battle. I guess now it's time for me to give him another message, this one more pointed to him. So he wants to face me and come over to the X Factor. Well, he better get ready because I'm on my way back to it. And it will be mine. So he's just another thing for me to show that I'll be back to where I belong and going for my X Factor booty. And soon, very soon, the Bloodsport booty shall be back to me, and I shall be a 2 booty holder.
Awesome. Thank you, Devin.
Oh, I love the booty references.
All right, two booty holder. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go to Tony first. Devin Deshawn versus Jonas. I wanted to say Spock. Devin Deshawn versus Jonas. What do you got?
Well, I don't know. What can I say? Weedy's already over here telling me how he's like a really young, good competitor in the Serious Society of Wrestlers. He's already said everything that I can say about Jonas, hasn't he? Or should I say Beyonce's husband? Pretty boy Pirate, whatever the hell he's called. Okay, fine, yeah. He got a victory over me once, and Jonas Zim's lost, so I'm gonna predict Deshaun.
Deshaun, two booty, going for the two booty Pirate. Weedy, what do you think?
This is going to be all Jonas Zim. He's a star on the rise. Unlike, Tony Rhodes, who has meteorically crashed into the dirt. Jonas is all upside in his career.
Okay. Max, what do you got?
I know I should root for Jonas, but hear me out, me hearty. I got to be siding with the Pirates. Just by history alone. I can't even fucking do it. I can't even fucking try it. I can't even do it with a straight fucking face, but no. Just because I've run Pirates before, I just want to see this shit happen.
That's awesome. So, I thought it was a good attempt. I'd like to see Jonas in the future. I think after he sees all these videos, he's going to jump into it. So it's going to be good. Yeah, I think Devin should be ready for his hands full with this one for sure. Jonas coming off one of the best matches of the card last time around. I look for Jonas to climb up the ranks pretty quick in the X Factor division. So Max, we're on to another top 5.
Wait, I've noticed something. Tony muted his audio. He doesn't want us to hear him crying.
No, he put up the hold sign. So
He's crying.
He had to go.
There he is.
Now he's back.
You wipe your tears, Tony.
So
I like this better. We don't have to hear him.
So we need any call outs from the chat before we jump into the top this 5.
Well, we have a lot of love for Spock in the chat.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely a lot of stuff. And Jason Miller impatiently asking for the chickens.
Oh,
he can just wait.
He can just wait.
He loves the cock.
Yep. And Jay-Z greater than Tony Rhodes, confirmed by crying.
Ooh.
I'm not
right
crying.
there from Jay-Z.
I'm not crying, all right?
So that's why you were muted.
I wasn't crying, all right?
Yeah, and I'm not puking.
All right, we got the top 5 oversell area side effects that we wanted to see from the great Maxholio.
Number 5, the anus twins become squeaky clean Catholic schoolgirls. Number 4, Axel Hendricks shouting, "You're not my dad!" Everyone, always.
I think we got a little bit of that, though.
Yeah, Acid Ed. Number 3, Carnage begins to believe he's a midget, too. Number 2, Devin Deshaun amputates a hand for a hook or a leg for a peg. Yar.
It might still happen.
Right? And number 1, Deacon Brody becomes an actual deacon.
Moving on to the next match.
Just quickly before we do that, I just want to, Law, or I should say Chip, got a quick apology, Max, for everyone else being AWOL. Don't stress. Real life comes first, but don't worry, we haven't forgotten you, Chip, and we look forward to seeing you back on the boards.
Miss you, Chip.
The new breed have been keeping him active in their posts, and the little boy will be involved as soon as he can, which is great.
All right, next up.
Next up, we have a third man in contract match. Person Peoples won a third man in contract, basically against a Jake Price that barely showed up, and a Hank Hooligan that no showed. Imagine that.
Count it, Naka.
And they put it on the line. He's put it on the line against Tony Rhodes, real World Heavyweight Championship belt that he's got right there on his shoulder. Okay, so let me tell you guys, I've been after everybody this week for their pre-match comments, and Person Peoples has been ducking me the whole time, saying he would show up. He ghosted me, stood me up a couple times. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe my breath smells. Maybe I have too woolly of a face. I just don't know.
Maybe he's pulling a Hank Hooligan.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's interested in giving some pre-match comments on this match. That's what I gather. So we're gonna roll right into Robes Rants.
Yep. And we're going to talk about the fact that person, I'm so sick of that name because it's so stupid. So I'm just going to call you PP from now on. So listen up, PP. Also, by the way, is PP in the chat? Can you ask PP?
PP is in the chat.
Is
PP has been
definitely in the
screaming
chat?
for chickens the whole podcast.
Good. I'll tell you why he was ducking you, Lars, because he's scared of Tony Robes. PP fears me. That's why he didn't show up with his mouth-breathing self coming to try and talk trash, because he knows what would happen. That's why he didn't show. And I'll listen, people, you have no charisma. There's nothing positive about you at all. And after this match, when I've taken your third man in contract, that's it for you. You're done. Because you have already shown your weakness, because you're terrified of going against horrific Tony Robes, the second real
There we go.
world champion.
Max, I'm going to give you.
Okay, give it to Max first.
I'll give it to Max first.
Okay. I want to see Tony win just because he had the sack to show up. So come on, Tony. Break your losing streak and yank his sack off like a paper towel.
I'm against PP. The losing streak's already over.
What are you going to do if you lose?
We did go red.
I've got some serious advice for person peoples in this match. And I'm not a person people's peep. But if you want to give yourself a decent chance.
Wait a minute.
Say that again.
You're not a person's people.
Say that again.
I'm not a person people's peep.
Holy shit, he did.
I'm not a person people's peep, but if you want to have a chance against Mr. Loseritis, please stop drooling all over my sister and actually focus on it.
Oh, solid point. Solid point. Any chat comments on this one?
Yeah, actually, PP's there. PP's there. I have an extra challenge for you.
Okay.
You know the little, I'm going to break kayfabe a little bit here, but you know the little Discord chat that we're all in? The loser has to change their Discord chat name to loser in big capital letters, and it has to stay that way until the next pay-per-view. Do you accept, PP, or are you scared?
Well, PPP, person, people, peep. Thank you, Chip, for that one. The only thing he has to say to you or at all, Tony, is that I love her. So clearly, person peoples is way too distracted. I think his over Celeria is clearly affecting him in how he thinks about my sister.
Bonerized.
Or could be bonerized.
Totally bonerized.
Yeah, person peoples has nothing to say to you, Tony. Just too love struck.
He won't accept the challenge because he's a pussy.
Tony was right. He's a coward.
No, I think just distracted. Okay, and the next, apparently I can't keep them apart. So, yep. Tony, you're as much a thought in person people's mind as you are in mine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to move on. We have the finals, the Harbinger Television Championship finals. It's been a whole entire about a month going through this tournament. We have the number 1 seed and we have the number 2 seed meeting at the end on both the brackets. Who would have thought? We have Maverick Dawson's comments pre-recorded, and then we have Wheaties after that live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the cowboy, Maverick Dawson, founder, co-founder of the New Breed, along with terrific Tony Rhodes, the most dominant faction in professional wrestling today. At the pay-per-view at Resurgence next week, it'll be Kieran Crowe versus Maverick Dawson for the Harbinger Television Championship. A tournament finals that has had both of us, the number 1 seed Maverick Dawson and the number 2 seed Kieran Crowe, go all month cutting through the competition of the roster. The Weed Man, who's got a legendary career of losing just as many big matches as he's won. Well, I tell you what, they say zombies don't bleed, but whenever I get him into the hangman's noose, zombies are gonna break. It's going to be zombies. It's going to be cowboys. It's going to be cowboys versus zombies. It's going to be the dust up versus the undead. Weed Man, I know what you're asking yourself. Did I fire 5 shots or did I fire 6? Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you? Bang, bang.
All right.
So Dawson, congratulations. The chat fucking loves that. A lot of love coming your way for that one.
Now we have Weedman's comments live and retort.
So if I can be serious for a moment, the Society of Serious Wrestlers is very concerned about the effects that over-Celeria is having on you, Dawson. We're starting to believe that you're buying your own hype, and it's just not safe. Do you know what the life expectancy for a cowboy is? It's like 14. They don't live long. I just want you to know that I do have a long and illustrious career, and look at me. I've lost an eye. I've got all sorts of war wounds. There's not a part of me that doesn't ache every single day because of this industry. This is a good chance for you. You can go and do something useful with your life instead of destroying your body in this terrible industry. I implore you, seriously, think about your own safety and just stay the fuck away. Because when you come to Resurgence, I can't guarantee whether I win or lose, but I will guarantee this. You're leaving a piece of you behind. See you at the pay-per-view.
That's awesome.
Unless you're smart.
Tony, I'm throwing it to you first.
What do I even need to say? Maverick said it all. I mean, I'm sorry, Weedy. You know you're getting beaten. You know he's going to take the title. You're just not good enough. You used to be. You used to be. Not anymore. You're done. Maverick for the win. Easy.
Max.
I'm torn. My X chromosome wants to root for Dawson. The Y chromosome is seriously pulling for Weedy. I think it's definitely got potential to be match of the card, but I got nothing.
Awesome. Weedy, do we have any comments from the chat?
Well, Miller's reminding me not to forget my teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. We've got Law Martin asking what piece Dawson's going to leave behind. I'm still unsure about that one. You know what? There might be a question concerning that on the chicken shits. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
And we've got Jay-Z, you know, actually giving Maverick some credit, you know, taking on the actual leader of the new breed. Well, you know, I've taken on stable leaders before. I've beaten them. I've lost to them. When you have a career as long as mine, you lose some matches. Not as many as Tony, but you lose some matches.
I think you should be concentrating on Maverick instead of me, Weedy.
Tony, any retort to the stable leader comment?
Look, everybody in the new breed knows we don't need a leader. We don't need one. Me and Maverick are equal completely, as are all the new breed members. It's not going to bother us. You might think it is, but it's not going to bother us.
All right, we're moving on. Main event, fellas, the X Factor World Championship. We have the Kansas Kid, who's had one title retention with pretty pirate Devin Deschamps, winning it off of Carnage. Carnage gets his rematch at the pay-per-view. And we have comments from both of these gentlemen. Carnage first.
All right, this is Lars, and we're here with Carnage, who's getting ready to face the Kansas Kid in his rematch for the X Factor Championship at the Resurgence pay-per-view next week. Carnage would like to have your pre-match comments, please.
Well, Kansas Kid, world champion. And just, I can't wrap my head around it. I just can't. Ever since you beat me, you got lucky. And I just can't. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this sweet. Pay-per-view coming up. Me and you one more time. I am going to reclaim my world title. There's nothing much you can do about that. And I'm getting misty-eyed thinking about it, but I'm going to dedicate this to the 3 little guys that I've lost recently. And their little stubby legs running around. I miss them so. So, to those little fellas.
To all the midgets.
Yes, my little midget friend. Brawny, wiry, and my favorite, horny. I'm going to dedicate this to you 3. So, Kansas.
Okay. Get ready. Thank you. Appreciate it, Carnage.
Thank you.
This is Lars, and I'm here with the Kansas Kid. Kid, you are booked at the Resurgence pay-per-view against Carnage for a rematch. What do you have to say?
You know, what is there to say? I beat Carnage once. I'll beat Carnage again. You know, I was a lot more bonery the first time we faced. I'm a lot more serious now. So, you know, I like fighting Carnage because Carnage is a good challenge. I just beat Devin. That was whatever. I've been trying to make something happen with Tony, but he can't win a match. So it's nice to face a winner. And Carnage is definitely a winner. He's a champion. But the same thing that happened last time will happen this time. I'm gonna put Carnage down, and yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, he's not gonna win.
Over under on whether his midgets make it out alive of the pay-per-view.
Definitely under. I've already got plans. I've got plans for those midgets. He's gonna be out of midgets soon.
He better be sprouting some new ones.
Yeah, he's gonna need new midgets. Yeah.
All right, Kid. Thank you and good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here. Your world X Factor champion, everybody.
All right, folks. There we heard it from the main eventers. I'll throw it to you first, Tony.
Why do we keep persisting with calling this the main event and the X Factor World Champion? We all know that this whole thing is just a sham. Carnage never beat me for that title. So why are they fighting each other for that title that I never lost? The only title that matters is this one, the real World Championship. So why do we keep persisting with putting these guys in this match? I've had enough. Tonight, I've had enough. I'm just letting you know.
Maxie.
I don't know. I think Carnage being super emo has he might actually pull it out. You know, do it for Horny.
Doing it for the
Sorry, kid.
dead, the homies. Okay. Weedy, what do we got?
So we've got some. We've got a serious question from the chat. Considering Carnage was such a flash in the pan in winning in the first place, why is he getting a second shot?
Because Federation X has a championship rematch clause. So if you're a champion, you get a rematch one way or the other within the next month. And this is his rematch.
We've got a comment for Tony. While you never did lose the X Factor Championship, you never won it either.
But I never lost it.
Yeah, you
so
never
how has
lost it or
Carnage
won
got
it.
it? How has Carnage
You-
got
nothing.
it? He never won it.
Jay-Z wants to seriously thank Carnage for being a friend, but the serious Kansas kid is going to whoop some ass. Love the reference there, Jay-Z. Beautiful.
Very good.
Quit weeping, Tony.
All right, what does
As
Weedy
far
think?
as the match is concerned, my own comments. If I can be serious for just a second, Carnage, it was great. It was a great feel-good moment for when it started. That, you know, Carnage got to have, you know, a quick little, you know, resurgence and have that one little win so that he can die happy.
And have a win.
He got a win. He got a win.
He didn't.
Kansas has been killing it, and I'm afraid for your poor little people there. Your poor little people are going to get fucked up. Maybe keep them at home this time.
They're already captured. You probably have not caught up, but kids got
I
them.
did catch up with that. Oops.
They're in the hall of seriousness in the lab.
I've got this new weed that I'm overselling.
All right, folks. That was the main event. We're going to move on to a new segment we're going to call Dear Tony. Much like an advice or a question asking session, we're going to take these questions from Twitter and Twitter only moving forward. So get your Twitter accounts, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna make you look bad on your Twitter names, as you will see. All right, we got 3 questions from Colt Calhoun. First one's, Dearest Tony, can you pick one of wrestling's legends from Federation X, Wrestle, or CyberSlam that you would want one match against, and who would it be and why?
Interesting question, that, considering the podcast from last night. Now, when I first came here, I would have said Honest Alan Scott, obviously, but he's too much of a pussy to show up. I mean, we all know he's around, but he won't show up, and I can understand why. He doesn't want to be outshined by me. I get it. But obviously, the answer's changed. So, terrific Tony Rhodes II would like to cordially invite Storm to come to my ring. And I say my ring. It may have been your ring years ago, and it was a glorious run, obviously. But now it's my time. But I'm happy to come give you one last good match. So, Storm, see you soon.
All right. Next one from Colt as well. Dearest Tony, what's your favorite match stipulation?
The ones that I win.
Okay.
So you really hate life right now, don't you?
Okay. So what's your favorite gimmick?
The one where he wins.
My gimmick is the best.
All right. We go to the next question from the last real cowboy, Maverick Dawson. Dear Tony, what's it like being part of the greatest tag teams of all time in Federation X and not getting a title shot within 2 months of owning the division? Hashtag New Breed.
I'll tell you what it's like at Last Real _ Cowboy. It's bullshit, because we should have had those tag team titles weeks ago. They should be ours. So it's bullshit, is what it is.
All right. Next up is from the Last Real _ Cowboy as well. Dear Tony, how many people post or appearances does it take to build him any sort of charisma?
I actually think it's worse the more he posts. I think he should post less. I think he should start deleting posts and maybe have no posts, and then we wouldn't know he's a charisma black hole, you know? So I'd say less. He needs to start posting less.
And the last one from the Last Real Cowboy _ Cowboy. Dear Tony, why does Federation X insist on promoting an X Factor champion that's obviously it has a grotesque hand deformation and is a seizure risk every time in every match?
Because Dick is old. Dick is out of touch. Dick doesn't have any idea what good wrestling is anymore. It's actually all because of Dick. It's because Dick's an idiot. That's all it is.
All right. And we have a couple here from the Kansas Kid 69. Dear Tony, how does it make you feel that I smashed your girlfriend and won the X Factor first?
Well, I mean, it'd be fine if me and Demi didn't break up. You know, we broke up like last week, so I'm not really that bothered about it anymore. And you didn't win the X Factor. You won the fake world title. That's what you won. So it feels perfectly fine because none of those things matter.
Okay. Also from the Kansas Kid 69. Dear Tony, did Walmart charge for shipping for that real world title, or was it free?
This real world title didn't come from Walmart. It was custom made, cost me $2,000. That, you know, I couldn't even get it in England. Completely custom made. Walmart, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay. And at the I Have a Terrible Name gentleman post, and does it does he realize that title's going to be on my shoulders when he loses and he's going to have to ship it to my house?
It's cute that PP thinks he's going to win. Really cute.
Okay. And I also at I Have a Terrible Name, Dear Tony, how many flavors of Haterade do you currently have?
I think there's 4, and we're planning to go to 5. So we have jelly flavor. We have what was the other one? We have Irrelevant Idiot. We have Talentless Hack. And then we have Anus Eye, which is basically the other 3 flavors just mixed together. And we're looking to put Cremo flavor into production. The problem is we don't really have any Cremos on the roster right now. So we're just waiting for Genocide to get active. And then we'll be able to do Cremo flavor Haterade.
All right, we've got some comments rolling in.
Yes, please do.
So first, we've got Storm putting in a massive tease. You know, I almost have to go and take care of myself. Apparently, Storm might see Tony soon. Which,
you know what? It doesn't surprise me because he's not a little pussy like Honest Alan Scott. I have no surprise that Storm would step up to the plate.
We've got Dawson could win the tag titles with a broom, but probably not Tony Rhodes.
Who said that one, Weedy? Whose gold was that?
Hold on a sec. That comes from Paul. I'm sorry, I can't remember your IC name, Paul.
That's Alistair.
Oh, that's Al, the guy who never
That's
does
Al,
anything.
We've got the new breed is anti-disability confirmed, although then followed up quickly with robes being the new breed's disability. And people are really excited about jelly-flavored Haterade. Put that on the market first. People will sell. People will buy.
There are a lot of jelly. Yeah, a lot of people do like jelly. Yeah.
That's awesome. We have just a couple more, Tony. The Mullet City Madman says, Dear Tony, do you think Lars owes ETP an apology since WWE stole the phone fiasco on TV with Nia Jax?
Has anybody else noticed how Lars suspended ETP for that and he got off, no problem, allowed to come in and win a match? When I had behavior unbecoming of a FedEx superstar, I got taken out of the main event and had to fight. Well, I didn't fight. Actually, yeah, I just got taken out of the main event. Why did none of that happen to ETP?
It was a self-imposed, like, 72-hour suspension in-house.
I can answer that. Fuck the power base. I booked it.
And the last one, we have the businessman. We all know probably is Marlo. Dear Tony, how does it feel to be less over than an inactive ferret?
Well, at the businessman, you clearly didn't watch the podcast last night. I don't know if you know this, you might not have heard it yet, but Storm loves me, and I'm almost as over as Sting. I don't know if you know that, so that statement's incorrect.
All right, folks, that's it for the card review, and we're going to go right into Wheaties Chicken Shits. Just letting you guys know, card starts on Tuesday, ends on Friday, Sims on Friday. We're going to go right into Wheaties Chicken Shits. Wheatie, you have the floor.
Sweet. So as we move into the pay-per-view, I thought, and the SOSW agreed, that we should give the new breed the attention they so clearly deserve. So, first off, we have Amareza. What is it like being the only masculine member of the new breed? It's definitely some interesting watching. Oh, okay. No, I'm not part of the patriarchy. That was Dawson. That was Dawson. That was Dawson. That was not me. All right. Tony, I've got some awesome news for you. I've just been in contact with Spot. He says you don't have oversell area. You're just a losing loser who loses. Loser. Now, before, I could have sworn I saw Chip. Chip was right here. I swear he was here before I got the munchies. I had a killer question to ask him too. Well, sorry, Chip, I swear Chip was here. All right, and we're going to move on to Maverick Dawson. Let's get a nice close-up of you there. All right. What was it like sleeping with Jake Gyllenhaal? That one came from one of your stable members there, Dawson. So you can thank that one for that. Based on your start in Federation X, are your principles more flexible than a piece of rope? Even more so. Even more so. Wow, that does surprise me. That does surprise me. And of course, just to finish off, one last quick question, Maverick. Which body part are you scared of losing the most? I'm asking for a friend. No, I already did that to Max. I am not biting that again. I already did that to Max. Pick another. Oh, interesting. All right, I'll definitely think about munching on that come a few days. That's been the new breed, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Chicken Shits.
That's awesome. All right, folks.
We're
gonna give us a little bit to get back in front of the chat, and we'll wind this thing down.
Yeah. It takes a little bit.
No worries. No worries. Tony, do you have any closing comments before the Resurgence pay-per-view?
Yeah, that you've got quite a collection of cocks there, Weedy.
I do. Fine Australian cocks. They all.
Would you say you're a bit of a cock connoisseur?
Better than being a losing connoisseur.
I see. I see.
Much
Do you
better.
just keep them because you like to stroke them, or do you like to eat the cock?
Why not both? Why not both?
Well, fair.
Why not
fair.
both?
I also noticed, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're out the back. Do you prefer your cocks to be out the back end?
That was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly what I prefer. I'm trying to fix my shit.
No more questions.
No more questions. Clapping back.
All right, folks, but seriously, if I could be serious for a moment, the videos were awesome. Thank you. I'm sure we're gonna just get better. We appreciate that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. That's the important thing, and we're gonna have an awesome pay-per-view. Let's build our community. Everybody, I just want to shout this out: is everybody reach out to your contact list, the people that you used to play with. Get them involved. If we each get a half a player or whatever, on average, we could be talking about building a different brand, and adding 2 brands to the whole spectrum soon. We talked about a couple different options of having a less active brand and then a higher active brand. We could look into that, or we can just have two competing brands, which would be awesome as well. So cheers everybody, and have a good rest of your evening or day. As a word, we are 3 continents wide on Dirt Sheet, if you guys didn't know. So very, very cool to set this up and coordinate with everybody. So cheers.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been a blast.